My name is Marquee, musician, rapper, record producer, unashamed crash follower, and today I'm going to break down my song Dust Ball in Logic Pro 10.
Marquee Productions.
Back in April, I released a lo-fi beat tape called Study Time 2, and Dust Bowl is a song off of it. Dust Bowl is actually my favorite song off this project, and it's a couple other people's favorite song off this project. It had a really cool vibe that I instantly clicked with, so now we're going to open up Logic Pro 10 and break it down. So, Dust Bowl all started off with this piano line that I played, and I'm still learning how to play piano, so playing it live, I may butcher it up a little bit, but you'll get the idea of what it's supposed to sound like. So pretty much that loops throughout the majority of the song. I took it out in some parts so it doesn't sound as repetitive. What that sound originally was a piano out of contact, and then in order to give it that lo-fi texture, that lo-fi sound, that lo-fi vibe, I added in one of the most used plugins for the style of music, RC20. And that's what gave the sound that warbly effect, that texture, that grit. So it doesn't sound super clean, it sounds a bit dirty, vintage, which in some cases is the style of this music. Next, I added a line that I actually can play without butchering up on another piano from contact with possibly the same or very similar effect. It's a little counter melody is in the background to complement the original piano line. So I was gonna play this next instrument on the MIDI keyboard, but it was taking me a little while to remember how to play it, so I'm just gonna play it at the speakers and explain what's going on. Those previous two instruments were playing in the verse, and then I took out that piano counter melody and I added in this pad sound in the chorus. All that's doing is playing the chords from the original piano that I added in. The original sound that I got from this patch was cleaner than this, and then in order to dirty it up, to give it a more lo-fi vintage style feel, I added on RC20, which if you haven't noticed by now, I'm a little addicted to that plugin. So the chorus needed to sound distinct from the verses, so that's why I decided to take out that piano melody, took out the drums over here, and added in this pad instrument that does not play at all in the first two verses. And last but not least, for the instruments that I played on this keyboard is the sub bass. Really simple line, it goes like this. Super duper simple. It probably took me like more time to actually find the patch that I wanted than to actually play it and get it right. All it's doing right here is following the initial chords that I played. It's just playing the root notes. It's filling out the low end of the spectrum of the song. It also adds warmth to it and just makes it sound a lot more full. So of course I couldn't stop there with just these melodic instruments, so then I grabbed my guitar and added a couple more lines to fill up some more space. So like every other song on this beat tape, I found a way to incorporate my guitar somewhere in it. So I grabbed my guitar and finger-picked these chords. So those chords were cool, but then I wanted to make them fit more aesthetically with the rest of the track. So I added more effects to it to give it some more lo-fi texture. And now here's what it sounds like after I added the effects. I got that sound from RC20, so I wanted to add some more guitar layers to it, so then I added this really simple line right here. Then also, of course, down on its own, kind of dry, kind of ashy, so then to lotion it up, I added some more RC20. What's going on there is I took out a lot of the high frequencies, so then you're mostly hearing some of the mids, some of the lows, and I have a bit crusher effect on there that's making it distort in a very unique way than just putting like a typical distortion on there, which adds another interesting texture to this track that's already abundant of different textures. Adding yet another layer, I played that same line but higher, and it sounds like this. Then I did the same thing with that. I think I actually copied and pasted the same effect, and the finished result sounds like this. So all of those guitars were in the second verse, and I wanted each verse to sound distinct from the other. So in the third verse, I actually took out some of those guitars and then added this one. And now if you haven't already noticed this pattern, I think you might know it by now. I added RC20 on it to give it another texture, another flavor, and here's what it sounds like with the effects on it. And then I added in one final guitar on the second half of that verse that also plays throughout the outro. It actually starts on the same chord as that last guitar line and then slides up and back down. Really simple. It sounds like this. And you already know what I added onto it. So the cool thing about all those guitars is that they're not all playing at the exact same time. They're spread out to different parts of the song, and they're panned towards different sides of the stereo field, which makes the track feel wider. It lets your ear be able to pick out things a lot easier than if everything were to come straight down the center mono. And for me personally, I love guitars. Guitar was the first instrument that I learned how to play, and just with my particular style, I just love how it sounds, especially when you combine it with RC20. It's a whole new world out here. So actually, let me play what all the guitars sound like together in the second verse. Here's what they sound like in the third verse. So this is really what makes the track for me right here. The drums. It might be my favorite overall drum groove as well as drum sound selection in the entire beat tape. Here's what I played. Just like all the other songs on this beat tape, as well as pretty much all the lo-fi songs that I make, none of the drums are quantized. I really love the swing feel of songs and beats that I produce where I don't quantize most of the drums. And the sound that I really like in particular is that snare sound. To me, it sounds incredible. So now you're going to hear a snippet of the song. If you would like to hear the full version, you can click the cards wherever they are popping up on the screen, or you can go down in the description below, where you'll also be able to find a link to check out Study Time 2 in its entirety. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you've seen today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload new videos. Also be sure to visit my website, marqueeproductions.com, where you'll be able to check out my music, my beats, my sample kits, my merchandise, and my mixing, mastering, and consulting services. Now go down in the comment section below and let me know if you have any questions about what we discussed in the video. If you have any ideas of stuff that you want me to break down in the future, let me know in the comment section below. My name is Marquee Productions. God bless.